cricket, apparently.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry about it. I apologise on behalf of all the guys. Mixed up with the venue. Yeah. Anyway, flawed though the system is, it does breed excellent people.
Yeah, I agree.
Is that what you're going to tell the board this afternoon?
Yeah, possibly.
You do have a plan, don't you?
Stephen, as much as I'd like to discuss this with you now, before I get to that board meeting this afternoon, I have got a bone marrow transplant, angioplasty, not to mention explaining to the Haglington why my cricket team didn't turn up for the charity match. Oh, and by the way, telling this poor man's relatives that he's just died, so if you'll excuse me.
Great.
Never heard of an iron?
Yeah, it's a domestic appliance and you find in a home.
Oh, look, I'm sorry things didn't work out with the flat, but can we try not to bring this into work?
Forget it. It's history. I'm well sorted. Got a great new place, plenty of room, comfy bed, and no house rules.
Maybe you should go around with the kids.
Jean's got them, they're fine.
What about your work? They'll be worried where you are.
I've called them. Stop worrying.
Oh, yeah. You do that for me. I did manage to look after myself before you were born, you know.
Really? I don't know how.
Oh, morning to you too. You all right there?
Yeah, Linda Shaw. The doctor sent me down. I've got really bad stomach cramps and I think he wants me to have some kind of scan.
Oh, that's right. Your GP phoned ahead.
I told her to come in first, but she wouldn't listen. Dragged us to the doctors, and what did he say? Get to the hospital.
She thinks I can't speak for myself.
Okay, we'll get you settled in. Is your friend going to stay or...?
Oh, I know this is hard to believe, but this is Debbie, my daughter. Not my mother, though she acts like it.
The nurse will take you through. I'll be back in a minute. Your stomach cramps here. Linda Shaw?
Diane didn't leave a message with you, did she? I was supposed to have breakfast with her. She stood me up.
Oh, maybe she forgot.
I think second fiddle's a bit of a habit lately. Right, come on, I've had double caffeine. Let's see if we can clear the place by lunch.
I know. The new nanny arrived this morning, and of course Jack's decided that she's the devil incarnate. And I had to wait and get him settled, and... Can you not tell Connie about the new nanny? I don't want to ruin my superwoman image. What image is that? You missed the wardrobe. I know. First up is Alan Taylor, 54. He was brought in through AAU. He's been in some sort of mugging. He's pretty badly bruised. Where is he? Bay 3. Okay. He's got a small laceration to the left abdomen. BP's 110/80, and he's running a slight temperature. It's 38. When did it happen? Late last night, apparently. Alan, this is Miss Lloyd. She's going to take a look at you, okay?
About time. No offence, love, but I really need to get out of here. Places to go, people to see.
Haven't we all, Mr. Taylor? Can you take the dressing off, please?
Well, it's just a scratch. A couple of painkillers and he can send me on my way.
It doesn't look like just a scratch to me. Can you tell me what happened, please?
I'm not sure. It was dark. A couple of lads jumped me. Tried to fight them off. Not quite the man I was 20 years ago. Wouldn't have stood a chance then.
Can we start him on IV fluids, please? Did you notice when you fell whether you could have fallen against something with a sharp edge, maybe like a broken bottle or something?
No, I think one of them had a knuckle duster.
Right. Well, the wound's not very deep, but I think it might be infected. Whatever he used must have been dirty. The ED's cleaned it up a bit, but I want to run some tests. Can we get FBC's using these and a blood culture, please?
Oh, no need for that. Just patch me up, I'll get out of your hair. Is there a phone I can use? Ah!
Look, you're not going anywhere, okay? If you want me to call somebody, I can do that for you.
No, it's not the kind of thing you can leave a message about. I'll be 5 minutes.
Not so fast. Got a lot of bruising here. You've obviously been very badly beaten. You spoken to the police?
No point. Coppers around my neck of the woods are a waste of space.
I thought so. He may have a couple of broken ribs. Can we chase up radiology for an X-ray slot, please? And can you get those bloods down to the lab as soon as you can?
Oh, great. How long's that going to take? I've got to be somewhere.
Mr. Taylor, you've got a cut on your side which could be quite badly infected. This can cause blood poisoning. You may also have a couple of broken ribs which can cause internal injuries. So really, I don't think you're going to be going anywhere very soon.
Talk about being held against your will. In that case, there is someone you can phone. Keith Taylor. PC Keith Taylor.
I thought you said all police round your way were rubbish.
He's my brother. A copper. But I try not to hold it against him.
Does your brother have a number?
Yeah. And they try to make it sound dead serious. Tell him I'm on my deathbed. That way he might just turn up.
15-minute obs, please. Can you let me know when the results come back? Hi. Sorry, I know I'm really late, but can I just take 10 minutes? I need to check in at home.
Everything all right?
Yeah, new nanny, screaming baby.
Oh, well, she's a well parent. But don't forget, we've got a possible judgeonoscopy this afternoon.
Oh, good.
Diane?
Yes.
Sorry, I almost forgot. Owen's trying to get hold of you.
All right, can you tell him that I'm really busy? Somebody called Sonia phoned. It's Jack's new nanny.
No, I think Owen needs to speak to you about a patient.
Oh, right. Right.
Oh, Karim Yacoub's bone marrow donor's arrived. Good. With an elevated white blood cell count of 19.
Oh, no joking.
I wish I was. Okay, give me a minute or two. Trying it out for size?
Absolutely not. This is one chalice of poison I will definitely not be sipping from. Though, if it involved getting an office like this, it might be worth it. The NHS didn't stump up for this, did it?
Oh, no chance. Can't change the world, but you can decorate your office.
Okay, a working time presentation. There's a few things I'd like to run past you.
Okay, you'll have to walk with me.
Okay. I know some hospitals have adopted consultants being resident on call. I think that should be avoided at all costs.
You don't want to have to work night shifts.
Yeah, that, and it's unnecessary.
Okay, I'm listening.
Connie, I'd like to see the two existing pools of registrar anaesthetists merged into one team of 12, thereby spreading the workload and helping reduce the hours to the new legal level.
Okay, sounds good. I'll keep it in mind, but it's only a small part of a much bigger problem.
Yeah, I've been thinking about that too. How about we set up an out-of-hours team? You know, cover the core skills at night, keep the patient alive. That should ease things up.
Could be costly.
Not if we make sure all non-emergency tasks are covered during the day. You know, routine surgery, examinations, maybe even a new additional evening theatre list.
Not a bad idea. We'll discuss this later.
Selling yourself? No, just lobbying. Connie has to come up with a solution for the new 48-hour working week. I'm just letting her know there's more than one way to skin a cat.
Well, I wouldn't count on her doing you any favours.
Well, I don't need to. Look, what I've proposed makes perfect sense, and anyway, I intend to keep things strictly professional, unlike you.
All I'm saying is, what's your step?
Kareem, I'm sorry, I've got some bad news.
What's new? Lung cancer, followed by aplastic anemia. Don't tell me there's something else wrong.
Your bone marrow donors had to pull out.
I don't get the transplant. So this is it. Game over.
No, not yet. We'll get in touch with the register and look again.
It took months to find this one. How long have I got left?
Well, as you know, part of the problem is that very few people from the Asian community come forward as donors, so...
Don't know any good-looking Asian girls, do you? Not after commitment, you understand. Just some of their bone marrow. Don't even have to be that good-looking.
Sorry.
Not as sorry as I am. Gonna die, aren't I?
No. Not if I can help it. Kareem, I've asked you this before, but is there any chance of you speaking to your ex-wife?
No way.
Really, if there's any time to put aside differences, I can assure you it's now.
I don't know where she is. Anyway, you said so yourself. It's not over yet.
Okay. Find the wife.
Well, she
I
just
wasn't
said...
asking. Keep calling the register, see if there's someone else.
Great, I could do without my nurses being tied up on the phone all day.
All right, you'll have to get used to it. With this new directive coming in, you nurses will have a lot more to do.
Right, let's see what's causing you all this pain. This might feel a little cold.
Oh, don't worry, I'm used to having this done.
Right, it's as I thought. You've got a large cyst on the ovary, and there's a lot of free fluid in the abdomen. Can we do a full blood count?
Is that bad?
Could be if we don't get your mum into theatre to remove the cyst. And there's something else.
What's wrong?
You're pregnant. I'd say about 13 weeks. Didn't you know?
No, I can't be. Pregnant? Are you serious?
Maybe it's a mistake.
No, you're definitely pregnant. The cyst's probably been hiding the signs.
Tell me it's not true. Not with that Neil bloke.
Oh, we weren't seeing each other very long. We're not together anymore.
Thank goodness.
Doesn't matter. I'm having another baby. Oh, I never thought I'd be doing this again.
Number 6. Maybe it'll be another girl.
I've always wanted another girl. Can you see what sex it is?
It's a bit too early to tell.
Neil on a mile when he hears about it. You know that, don't you?
Like that's new. We've done okay so far. Me and you, we don't need him.
But the house is too small for all of us as it is. What about money? Babies cost money.
Lighten up, Debs. You always put such a dampener on things. What about the cyst? Will it damage the baby?
There is a slight risk, but usually the baby's protected by the placenta. I'd like to remove the cyst as soon as we can, just in case it ruptures.
I think you might want to look at this.
Something wrong?
There might be nothing to worry about. The baby's lying in a slightly awkward position.
It's not very clear from this. I'd like to take a closer look. No spotting.
You think what I'm thinking?
Let's see what shows up.
Hey, here, let me.
It's okay, I'm fine. All right. Thanks. Just put them over here. I'll sort through them.
So, is there a Mr. Trisha?
No. It's from Mrs. Carlos.
No, don't tell me you're single.
Oh, terminally. Though I'm very happy with it that way.
Excuse me, I'm looking for a Kareem Yacoub. They said he was on this ward.
You're his wife.
Well, not anymore, really.
I'm Trisha. I called you. Can you come this way?
Sorry, this is all a bit weird. I haven't seen my husband in over 4 years. Are you sure it's Kareem?
Yes, I'm sure. It's over here.
Almost fainted when I got your call. And they said something about a bone marrow transplant. Is he really sick?
The consultant's with him right now. She can tell you more. You'll have to wear this apron before you go in.
Oh, why?
Because Kareem's prone to infection. This helps prevent contamination.
I told you I didn't want her called.
I, just thought you could do with seeing a friendly face.
Friendly, her? If this disease doesn't kill me, she will.
Hi, Corrie Beecham, Kareem's consultant. Could you check his respiratory rates and oxygen please?
Look like you've seen a ghost.
Do you blame me? When did you get back?
Got cancer, came here for my chemo. Thought if I'm going to die, might as well do it on my own turf.
Cancer?
Kareem's in remission from lung cancer. The treatment went well, but unfortunately, because of the chemo, he's developed aplastic anemia. That means his body's not producing red blood cells. He needs a bone marrow transplant.
I can't believe this. You walk out on me. Not a word for 4 years. Now this. What do you want me to say?
They called you. I didn't ask them to.
I thought you were dead.
Nearly.
You don't change, do you? Everything's always a joke. Look at you.
I don't need your pity. This is the reason why I didn't want her called. I'm the one that's dying and she's snivelling.
Maybe you should come back later.
Don't bother.
What'll happen now?
Without this transplant, Kareem will die. I mean, obviously we're doing everything we can to find a suitable donor, but ideally it should come from a relative, or at least someone from the same ethnic origin. Sadly, there's a lack of both in his case.
I had no idea he was sick. I didn't even know where he was.
I'm sorry, he did ask me not to call, but when the donor pulled out, it was such
No,
a...
you did the right thing. I just wish I could be more help.
Well, thank you for coming to see him. Sorry if it was a shock. I can keep you informed if you like.
Yeah, do that.
Okay.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Shh, watch it. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, come on. 5.
What do you have to do to be a donor?
Oh, this is a simple procedure. It's just a quick blood test. Do you know anyone?
Well, what about me?
Well, it's a long shot, but, look, why don't you take a seat and we'll sort out the details?
Be worth it, if only to annoy Kareem. Well, I've won forever if I'd saved his sorry life.
Just a simple blood test, eh? No mention of a 6-inch needle we'll be sticking in her pelvis then.
One thing at a time. You don't want to frighten her off.
I'm impressed. I'm surprised you need lessons in manipulation. Thought you had a degree in it. Glad to see you've managed to smarten yourself up a bit. Like you can. His temperature's gone up. Is there anything else I can get you, Mr. Taylor?
Bit of hot. Do the glass of water if that's all right. It's Alan, by the way.
Can you get Diane Lloyd to come in, please?
Okay.
They said you were mugged. Have you reported it?
What's the point? When you see me walking into the police station and telling them what happened, they'd laugh me out the place.
I wonder why.
So even you don't believe me? I guess you think I deserve to be beaten senseless and robbed.
So that's why you called. Need some money.
It's not like that.
You only ever get in touch when you need something, and it's usually money. So what really happened? You owe someone. Never paid up, and they did this to you.
No. I was on my way to see the landlord to pay the rent. They came out of nowhere. Look, I'm behind as it is. If I don't pay up, I'll be chucked out.
So it is about money?
Yes, but it's not my fault. Do you think I did this to myself just so I could borrow some money off you?
Temperature's up, it's 39. Okay, can we chase up his blood results? Sure. Had a look at your x-rays. You've got 3 broken ribs. They haven't caused any serious internal damage. So. Can I have another look at the cut? Take the dressing off. There's still a lot of infection here. It should have calmed down by now. Alan, what I'm going to do is draw a mark around the wound so we can see whether the infection's spreading. Are you feeling dizzy, lightheaded at all?
So, is there anything you can give me?
I'll see what I can do. Can we start him on antibiotics, Capimet, please, and let me know if the infection spreads. Sure, thanks.
That's been some mugging, Alan. You're 54 years old. Don't tell me you're still hanging around with the kind of scumbags that do this to you.
No, I've cleaned up my act. For once in your life, will you just believe me?
How much they get?
A few hundred. It's all I had for the rent.
I haven't got that kind of money.
Come on. You still have some of that cash Mum left?
That was mine. She left you everything else, all her savings. Not my fault, you squandered it away. That was supposed to set you up.
Are you going to help me out or not?
I'll see what I can do. But I'm telling you, if I find out this is for anything dodgy, I swear, this time I'll wash my hands of you.
Okay, fine, I'll speak to you later. Thanks. You wanted to see me about a patient?
Oh, nothing important.
What brings you up here?
What are you doing for lunch?
I was going to go home and see Jack.
Lunch, please don't make me beg.
Okay, I'll see you downstairs.
Still here. You always were the last to leave the party.
Unlike you, always afraid it'd be your turn to buy the next round.
I always paid my way.
May you be struck down, you rotten liar. Spent the first 6 months after you left paying off your bar tab.
Rubbish. It was you drinking the place dry every night.
I'm sorry, the results came back. You weren't a match.
Did you get tested? I told you I didn't want her involved.
Oh, here we go. Couldn't bear anyone doing you a good turn, could you? Well, you can still play the martyr. It didn't work.
What's it to you anyway? You don't have to put on the caring act.
Why do you always do this? 6 years we were married, and you've got me feeling like I did when we first met. I don't know whether I want to hug you or hit you.
That's more like it. You used to like to beat me around a bit.
Only because you drove me to it.
We'll keep trying for you.
Thanks.
Alan, I'm going to be injecting anaesthetic in between your ribs. I need you to stay perfectly still for me, okay? Lisa, can you draw me up another 10 mils of 0.5% bupivacaine, please?
Should help you with the pain for now. Broken ribs can take quite a long time to heal.
I think these guys really knew what they were doing.
No kidding. There's a lot of damage here. Not your average mugging.
Let's just say they were more than a little annoyed.
Got what I could.
It's all there, right?
300. I should keep your landlord happy.
I need another couple of hundred.
More? How much rent do you owe?
A few months. Couldn't open a window, Pet. It's boiling in here.
I'll check his temperature.
I'm doing you a favour. Not my fault you can't get off your backside and get a job to pay the rent.
His temperature's still rising. Can we increase his fluids?
Okay, that's us. Alan, that should make you a little bit more comfortable.
Cheers. Can I get out of here now?
No, you don't. Come on. Let me check this wound. Shouldn't be giving you this much discomfort.
Can you get me the rest of this money or not?
Sorry, could you give us a couple of minutes, please?
You checked his potassium levels?
We haven't had the results. Actually, Lise, could we chase that up?
Sure.
I want to surgically clean this cut. The infection's spreading. Try not to move too much in the meantime, okay?
Okay, we're done.
When's she getting her operation?
When we finish looking at the baby, we'll take your mum into theatre.
Oh, I see it. Look, there was actually little brother and sister. Everything's okay? What is it?
I'm sorry, Linda, but the scan's showing signs your baby could have spina bifida.
What?
It looks like the spinal cord hasn't fused properly, which is a fair indication of the condition.
The baby would be paralysed, that's what you're saying?
An MRI would give us more detail, but yes, spina bifida can have major implications for the baby, including paralysis. I'm really sorry.
Yeah, we know it's a shock.
Is it my fault? Did I do something? I've been drinking a bit. I didn't know I was pregnant.
It's got nothing to do with you.
We don't know why spina bifida occurs. It's not linked to genetics.
What's it mean? Will my baby be completely disabled?
It's way too early for us to tell. We'd have to do some more tests. The disability could be very mild with minor back problems. Or it could be very severe.
It's a life sentence, whatever happens.
Stop it. You heard the doctors. We don't know yet. I don't understand. I've had 5 kids and never a bother. Why now?
This is not your fault, Linda.
If she wanted, she could have a termination, couldn't she?
Debbie.
Well, you could. I mean, it's not really a baby yet anyway.
Shut up.
There's no hurry to make that sort of decision yet.
How could you be so callous?
It's a lot to take in. When you come back from theatre, the paediatrician and I'll go through all the implications with you and Debbie.
Okay, we're going to take your mum through to theatre now.
You look, Ben.
Is there a chance she could lose the baby during the operation?
Any surgery carries a risk, but as I said, the baby stands a good chance at this stage.
Might be for the best.
I don't think your mum needs this right now.
No, she's pregnant again. That's all she cares about. She won't be able to look after a disabled child. I know she won't. No matter what she says.
Nurse Williams, I think you've got rounds to be getting on with. If I didn't, to do now, excuse me.
Sorry, my fault. Trying to make friends.
Yeah, well, on my ward, we keep our socialising out of working hours.
Take it you don't have too many friends. Maybe that's why you don't smile.
I don't smile when my nurses are hanging around chatting to consultants.
Can't get enough of that English reserve.
See, you still got my ring on.
Never left me a forwarding address for me to divorce you, did you?
You've been threatening to do that since the day we met.
Never should have married you in the first place. Oh, it used to drive me nuts. Love's young dream we were not.
Who are you kidding? You loved every minute of it.
Okay. I suppose there were some good times. Not a lot, mind you.
Got another visitor for you.
A deal.
All right, Kareem. How are things? You're not looking too good.
Oh, really? And there's me trying to convince Yasmin. I still have what it takes.
I got a message you'd gone to the hospital. I thought there was something wrong.
It's okay, babe. Kareem asked to see me. I'm all right.
Babe? Oh, I get it. You always fancied her anyway.
We've done nothing wrong.
What's going on?
I'm as shocked as you are. We've got a call out the blue. He needs a bone marrow transplant. They thought they could help.
Could you?
No. How bad is he?
Well, without a donor, it's not looking good.
I'm sorry to hear that, but you've done what you can for him. Let's go home. I hate these places.
In a minute. Let me just speak to the doctor for a second. Is there nothing else you can do?
We need that match.
They hate each other.
I don't think the bone marrow will care about the relationship. This is Kareem's only chance.
He won't do it. I know him. And even if he does, Kareem won't like it. So stubborn.
But I think between us, I'm sure there's something we can do.
I just can't see a deal doing it.
For Kareem, no. For you, he might.
You're suggesting I make him, almost blackmail him?
Blackmail's a strong word, but you could get him to do that test. You've done it yourself. You know there's nothing to it. Just take a few minutes.
I can't see a thing. Swabs and suction.
Do you think the cyst has ruptured?
Now, there's our answer. More swabs. Suction.
It's difficult to hear the fetal heart rate. If her blood pressure keeps dropping, she'll lose it.
Debbie will be delighted. More swabs.
Yeah, BP's dropping 90/50, heart rate's up 120 and rising. You need to stop that bleed. Do you really think she meant all that? Who knows? I hope not. Would you want that responsibility?
Clamp.
Well, I might not, but Rosie would handle it. No question, she'd love it, whatever. Her BP's climbing, she's stabilising. And baby's looking good too. Okay, wash out, please. I mean, Rosie, we've been through all that baby thing. I wasn't keen at first, but now I kind of miss him if he weren't there. Okay, knife and no Vicryl. You know, I'd like to help with Jack, but I want to sit down on her own. It's not too much to ask, is it? No, I don't think I can save this over. We're going to have to cut it out. Kidney dish. Okay, get that to histology, please. More wash. Okay. The other ovary seems clear. Okay, let's close up 3-0 Vicryl. Maybe Diane thinks you only want her. She needs to know she can depend on you. That's what they usually know.
Who are you calling? Your landlord?
Yeah, that's right.
Liar. Where were you last night?
Like I told you, I was down the pub.
Selling tax-free fags. I checked in at work. There were a raid. What happened, Alan? Did you lose the stock and now your money?
It was a one-off. Nothing was supposed to go wrong. The guys I got the stuff from, they're not happy.
Are you stupid? I'm a policeman. I'm gonna have to report it.
You can't do that. Look, it was the last time.
How many times have I heard that? It's always me who ends up paying for your mistakes.
What are you doing? You're not supposed to be out of bed.
I'll change. Things will be different. Let this one go.
Too late for that. I'm not a mug like Mum was. No more chances. I'm sick of this. Why couldn't you just make an honest living?
He was out of bed.
I told you not to move. How's his temperature?
I'll check it now.
I had to use the phone. You always think the worst of me.
Who blame me? Look at the state of you.
Sorry, I'm not perfect like you.
No, you're not. But Mum never saw that. I'm ashamed of you, do you know that? Embarrassed to call you my brother.
This really isn't the time. Your brother's very sick.
Don't worry, I'm leaving.
It's different this time, Keith. These blokes, they'll come looking for me.
Not my problem.
You alright?
It's not his fault. I pushed him to it. I guess there's only so much he can take.
Donna, oxygen. Not gonna septic shock. Get me a noradrenaline infusion. I'm gonna need more fluids. Must be coming from the infection. Let's get him stitched as soon as possible. Somebody paid Subin and Carlos. Tell them we're on our way. Okay, let's go.
Could someone get me a new gown, please? Prim's bleeding again.
Oh, poor guy. He's not going to make it, is he? And nothing's come back from the register yet.
What are you doing later?
Nothing, why?
Oh, just fancy going out for a while. I'm sick of being in by myself.
Oh, good. I thought you'd forgotten there was a world out there.
Okay, we're ready to go.
What happened? I understand you need me to tidy up a wound?
Yeah, he ran into an angry fist. I think the attacker was wearing some sort of a ring which caused this cut. And the fist broke his ribs. Can I have a scalpel, please?
Go into the center of the abscess. Let's see how much of this tissue's already dead.
It was from one beating. Alan, here's a wannabe Ronnie Cray. There's no bleeding.
Yeah, we're gonna need to cut deeper. Looks like the infection's gone into the muscle. This isn't good.
Still no bleeding.
Oh, there we go. Oh, swabs.
I've never seen anything like this. What's causing it?
Necrotizing fasciitis. It's a flesh-eating disease that attacks the tissue. This has been moving very quickly. We're going to need to cut the rest of this out before it spreads any further. Get some more light in here, please.
Do you think you can stop it?
Ask me in half an hour.
You're right. It was unfair to ask you.
Now I feel guilty.
Well, that's why I thought you could have the test, then we can get on with our lives.
What, you'll finally marry me?
Why not?
Properly?
Is there any other way? Yes.
Well, you'll get him to sign the divorce papers?
Yes, if you take the test, I promise we'll do it. We'll get married straight away. If a deal was to be tested.
Well, we'd need to check your general health. We'd do some blood tests. Take a sample of your bone marrow, see if it was a match.
And say it was. Then what?
Well, if the blood test came back clear and we were happy you were healthy enough to go ahead with the procedure, we'd take the bone marrow from you under a general.
An operation? No way!
Be
BP's down, his heart rate's increased.
He's having major epistaxis. Let's get a sample for FBCs and clotting factors.
Get me some more gauze in here. His blood's not clotting because of the anemia.
Right, I'll need 500 mils of colloidal on that straight through. Give him 10 more units of cross-match and get him a unit of cryo. I'll fast beat the hematologist. What's wrong? His blood's not clotting, which will leave him open to infection. I hate to say this, but Kareem's time's running out.
He's going to die. Then it'll never go away. What's the point of getting married when all we'd ever be thinking about is this?
I'll take the test.
Right, we'll have to get it done straight away. For prioritised results. Chrissy, take him down to hematology now.
BP's dropping. Are you on top of this, Carlos?
Got some bleeding. We need to stem the flow. Diathermy, please.
Okay, can I have a unit of blood from the fridge, please?
Do you think you managed to get rid of all the infected tissue?
I think so. Let's hope that stopped it in its tracks. We can never be sure. Soak the Paxum betadine, please. We'll dress it, but he'll need to be watched closely.
How are you feeling?
Groggy.
That's normal. When we operated, we found a cyst had ruptured. We managed to remove it, but unfortunately we couldn't save the ovary.
My baby. Is he okay?
Baby's fine. You still have one perfectly healthy ovary, which can produce enough hormones for fertility if you ever thought of conceiving again.
As if.
But my baby's okay.
Yes. Once you're feeling a bit better, we'll go through the pregnancy in more detail, but you need to rest now.
Still can't quite believe it.
You just had an operation. Is the baby all you can think about? You've not even asked if the boys are okay.
Where with Jean?
I know you're in hospital. They're upset, so I've had to talk to them.
Well, I'm fine now. I'll give him a ring.
Are you going to tell them too? Hi boys, I know we live in a 2-bedroom house with near to no money, but I'm having another baby. Oh, and by the way, your little brother or sister's got spina bifida.
It's horrible, Debbie.
You're not listening to me.
I am not having an abortion just because you've got a problem with this baby being disabled. You know, you weren't planned. Your dad wanted me to get rid of you at the time. Would you rather I'd have listened to him? Oh, Debbie, well, I didn't mean... It's just that I've never seen her like this.
You need to rest. You won't do yourself or the baby any good by getting worked up.
Please, get back. I can't do this without her. I need her to help me.
Feels like I've got the mother of all hangovers. Only worse.
Yeah, you would do.
Where's your fella? Done a runner?
That was your trick. Adil's getting tested to see if he's a match.
For me?
No, for me. The idea of you haunting me was just too much to bear. But this is it, right? We're quits, yeah?
You're some woman. He's not such a bad bloke. You're suited. Make a nice couple.
He wants us to get married, so we'll have to get divorced. I think you owe us that much.
Is that why he's doing this?
We did it. And it was a match. I know it was a long shot, but it paid off.
Where is he now?
He's just back from hematology. Who's asking for you? Kareem! This is it. It's what we've been waiting for.
Thanks.
I don't think it's me you should thank. Right, let's get a deal prep for theatre. We've got our donor.
Great, well done.
Yeah, woman after my own heart.
So, do you have a plan to wow the board?
Yeah, something like that. What do you think about your registrars heading up the out-of-hours team? You know, making clinical decisions.
Right, it's good in theory, but my registrars won't have the time. Well, they're busy enough as it is in ITU and theatre doing their own jobs. I mean, I'm often in at nights helping reduce their workload as it is. Try looking at the physicians.
It's not a bad idea. They can make the same decisions as anaesthetists. I like your thinking.
I just can't believe that something so little can take up so much space. You know, he's invaded my entire flat, and everywhere I look at baby stuff.
I'm surprised you haven't shown him the door. I messed up your towel cupboard. You nearly finished with me.
Very funny. Anyway, he's better company than you are. And he doesn't dribble.
Right, so tonight, I can pick us up a takeaway.
To be honest, I'm wiped out already, and I think I'm just going to want to have an early night.
Okay. What about the weekend?
I was going to take Jack to Mum's.
How about sometime in 2022? Jack will be around 18 then. Unless he's still attached to your hip.
What's wrong?
I just want to spend some time with you. Just you.
Me and Jack comes in package.
Telling me?
Not so long ago, you were accusing me of not spending enough time with Jack, and now you're accusing me of spending too much time with Jack, and frankly, Owen, it feels like I can't win. And I'm on my own here.
That's what I'm saying. You don't have to be. I just want you to let me in.
So that you can stop feeling left out. It's so selfish.
Oh, you'd know all about that, wouldn't you? I'll see you later.
Don't count on it.
Fine.
Fine.
Ladies and gentlemen, I understand there are a number of you who have concerns regarding how my department and this hospital are going to achieve what is necessary to comply with the new European Working Time Directive. Let me assure you all that I have given considerable thought as to how I suggest we go forward. Firstly, we need to look at what core skills are needed at night to keep the patients alive, and how this can be offered in a different way. To do this, we need to ensure that all non-emergency procedures, such as routine surgeries and investigations, are carried out during the day. We could achieve this by introducing an evening surgery list, thus putting a stop to elective surgeries happening out of hours. We also need to look at training other members of staff to perform tasks traditionally done by SHOs, but which don't require a doctor, such as cannulations, administering drugs, taking bloods, or doing tests, none of which have valuable training opportunities. I think it's a cunning plan of mine, but it might just work.
What's all this? These things are too small, aren't they? They're not designed to hold the contents of your flat. Bring all this to work for. You've got nowhere else to put them. I thought you were staying at Lisa's. Yeah, until she chucked me out. Said she needed her own space. Honestly, I've tried to find somewhere else, but I just can't afford it. All these places need really big deposits, which I just don't have.
So where have you been sleeping?
I had to stay here last night.
Broke every health and safety rule.
I know, but I didn't have anywhere else to go, did I?
Well, you know I'm going to have to report this, don't you? Did Lisa give you any notice?
No.
Oh, she's supposed to. What about a rent agreement or something?
Well, I didn't think I needed one. I mean, it's her flat, innit? I can't do anything. Look, please. It was just a couple of nights. Look, I'll find somewhere. I promise I will.
Okay, I won't say anything. But you can't sleep here. It's ridiculous.
I know. Thanks.
Didn't think you'd still be here.
I'm staying. Till you're well enough for me to take you down the station. Do you know when he'll be getting out?
Well, it's hard to say. The infection was a lot worse than we thought originally. It caused extensive damage to your muscle tissue, so you're going to have to go through some skin grafting treatments. I want to keep you in for observation and make sure the infection's completely cleared.
Messed myself up good and proper, haven't I?
You could say that again. I've spoken to the DI. It looks like you're in over your head this time.
It went too far. I made a mistake. Keith, please don't bail out on me now.
I think your brother needs to rest. He's just come through major surgery.
That's nothing compared to doing time at his age.
Mr. Taylor, do you understand how serious this is? He's still not in the clear, and he's certainly too ill to speak to the police.
I've spent years bailing him out. And for what? He wasn't even a good thief. Always got caught. Well, I can't do it anymore. Whatever trouble he's got himself in, he's got to deal with it.
And finally, I'm sure you're glad to hear, I'd like to introduce an out-of-hours team to respond to emergencies across the department. Now, to avoid overstretching the registrars, it'll be headed by the consultant anaesthetist.
That won't benefit my department, Mrs. Beecham. We're already under pressure, as well you know.
Oh, I understand that, Professor Khan. But unfortunately, this hospital has to conform to the Working Time Directive. And consultant anaesthetists are key to its success.
Debbie, where have you been? You must be worried about you.
That'll be fair. Is she alright?
Upset, but she's okay. Look, there's lots of help for children with spina bifida and support networks for the families.
This is not about the baby being disabled. I'm not like that. I'll be the one lumbered with the boys while she's cooing over the new baby.
Doesn't your mum have any help at all?
She doesn't need it. She's got me. I thought I could start a new life now the boys are older. It's not much, the job in the salon, but it's mine.
Sounds like a good job to me.
Yeah, it was. I won't be able to do it now, will I? I just need Mum to see it my way a bit.
Have you told her this?
No point. She loves kids. She loves all that madness.
So what are you going to do? Leave it the way it is? Let her think you don't want to have this baby because it's disabled?
No, it's got nothing to do with that.
Well, don't tell me, tell her. Someone wants to see you.
Hi.
Hi.
I didn't mean what I said earlier. I would never have got rid of you, never.
It's not about spina bifida, honest. It's just you'll need even more help.
But you love the boys.
I know, but I can't carry on looking after everyone. About me.
Being selfish, haven't I? Oh, I'm sorry, Debs, but I love having babies. It's the only thing I've ever been any good at.
You've had enough practice.
Cheeky. I couldn't have done it without you, but I'm going to with this one. No more relying on you. You can go off and be Nigel Clark.
Nikki Clark. I'm not saying that I won't be there, or that I won't help.
But you've got a life too. Come with you, silly girl. We'll work it out.
What did you say to her? Nothing really, just a bit of common sense.
I don't understand what all the fuss is about. I mean, you told me yourself you were in at night assisting your registrars anyway. Oh, unfortunately, you can't please all the people all the time.
No, but you could take other people's ideas and pass them off as your own.
I thought the meeting went rather well.
Well, you would, wouldn't you?
Hi, ladies and gentlemen. As our donor was involved in a motorbike accident resulting in a fractured pelvis, we should be extracting the marrow from the sternum.
Aren't you taking a risk being that close to the heart?
Let me worry about that, Professor. You just monitor for signs of an arrhythmia.
He's tachycardic, BP's dropped.
Quite normal with harvesting.
At this rate, if you try to take the full 20 mils, I'm going to have to add some blood. More gelaflucine,
You
please.
can give him a blood transfusion after the procedure. Okay. Let's get that to the lab straight away. Right, that's us done. Thank you very much, everyone. We'll have to monitor his BP.
Fully aware of that, Mrs. Beecham. Unlike you, I don't need other people to tell me how to do my job.
Thank you.
Charge 360. Stand clear.
What's going on? Is he okay?
You need to wait outside, Mr. Taylor. 360 again. Stand clear. How long have we been doing this?
20 minutes.
That's no good, he's gone. I'll go and tell his brother.
She used all of us to save her own skin. Not one of those proposals she put forward was her own idea.
I told you so. All right, I've said it. I won't say it again, I promise.
It wasn't all that bad, though. The board went for the evening theatre list and some money for you.
Yeah, well, it doesn't suit me. I was going to do my community service in the evenings. I have to do the weekends. So.
Oh, I take it you're updating Rick on the meeting. He was glad to hear it all went very well.
I don't agree.
No?
Connie, my department is overstretched as it is. With these new proposals, we'll be covering more departments at night, not just theatre and ITU. How are we supposed to be in two places at the same time?
Yes, I understand it'll be tough. But it's not just your department who has to comply to the working time directive. It's all of us. Anyway, I might be able to squeeze a little bit of money out of it for you.
Not up
about money. It's about patient care.
Sorry, are you saying that anaesthetists working night shifts isn't good patient care?
No.
No,
well,
I thought not.
Oh, look at how she had you. She didn't have me. Well, I think she did. At least I got some pleasure out of it. You went straight to the morning after regret.
Typical. He goes and dies, and I'm left to pick up the pieces. Those just things.
Yeah.
Mum's engagement ring. I thought he'd pawned this. He did everything else. Mum left it to him before she died. It meant the world to her, this ring. But then again, so did he. You never let anyone near you, did you? You pushed us all away. So we never come back. Oh, you silly fool. What am I going to do now?
We already started it in maternity. Did you take it round here? It's for Diane.
What, like a belated baby shower?
I suppose so.
That's really thoughtful. Wish I could find a boyfriend like you.
No, you don't. Two broken marriages, and to be honest, I don't think I'm Diane's favourite person right now. That might make up for things.
All right, well, you live with me, yeah?
Thanks.
Thank you.
So, am I cured?
The harvest from the deal went well. Now we just have to keep you under close observation, make sure your body doesn't reject the bone marrow.
Is it okay if I come in?
Oh, of course. Oh, you've been instrumental in getting us this far.
Pushy, you mean? She usually gets what she wants.
Mm-hmm.
Bit like you.
I take that as a compliment.
At least I got a bit of peace and quiet when you left. Brought out the worst in each other.
But it's not like that with the deal, is it? Got him well under the thumb. Keep you happy, does he?
Yeah. Guess he treats me well. But sometimes you miss a good fight.
It's not the only thing I miss.
I'll come back in a bit. Okay, can we have Karima Cube on 15-minute logs, please?
Already done.
Good. Let me know if there's a change.
Oh, where would you find consent forms?
Excuse me? We keep everything right here.
Thanks. Still trying to find my way around. So, Miss Terminally Single, haven't seen you in the bar over the road. Too down market for you?
No, I've been known to grace it with my presence.
How about gracing it with your presence tonight?
Okay, you're on. Tell you what, I'll see you there at 8 o'clock.
Okay, 8 it is.
So, you wanted to go out tonight? Right, meet me in the bar at 7:30. Don't be late. Okay, you're on. Good?
Hadn't you better get back to our deal?
He's asleep.
But you can't wait for me to get better. Get out of your hair. You can go back to your life. To a deal.
Yeah.
I still love you.
Get away. You only ever loved yourself.
No jokes. I mean it. I still love you.
Thought they transplanted your bone marrow, not your memory. We can't live with each other. 6 years of hell proved that.
At least we were alive. Did you feel that with him?
Yes.
Liar.
Look, I've got to go. Eddie will be awake.
She doesn't love him. I know she doesn't.
Why are you guys making things so difficult for yourselves?
I really haven't got time for this, Donna. What is it?
Come on, it's just a couple of people who want to talk to you, that's all.
This is from everyone for you and Jack, because, you know, we didn't get to celebrate when he was born and we didn't get to give you a baby shower or anything. No. I don't want to say, this is great. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do this. It's your doing.
Is it that obvious?
Yes.
Well, if you let me in, I promise
Stop being such a selfish kid.
Well, I wouldn't quite have put it like that, but...
Hey. Hi. I hear Donna's moved out of your flat.
Oh, thankfully. One rave too many.
Do you know where she's staying?
Oh, I don't know, some flat. Don't know where it is.
I do. 1, the relative's room. 5th floor, Holby City. She's been sleeping there. And all her worldly goods shoved into her locker.
Oh, I have no idea.
I'm telling you to mind my own business, Lisa, but if she doesn't find somewhere else soon, I'm going to have to tell the nursing manager. I won't say anything now, but I won't rely on her to keep her mouth shut.
Oh, little cow.
Wouldn't look good, would it? Ward system making her staff homeless. Thought you might want to know.
Oh, yeah, thanks.
You should be able to go home tomorrow, all being well.
Kareem's right. A deal doesn't do it for me.
So move on.
How am I going to tell him?
I'm sure you'll think of something.
Hi, babe. You still hear that?
Here we are.
Hi. 2 for the price of 1. My lucky day.
Can I get you a drink?
No, I'll get them.
No, it's on me. Same again, Chrissy? Yeah, why not? Carlos?
Gin martini. Dirty. So, you and Trisha good friends?
She's my mother.
No.
Yes.
She doesn't look old enough.
Meaning I do.
No, not at all.
There we are. Where's yours? Oh, I've forgotten. Yeah, I've got to do something. I've got to go. But you two stay and have some fun. See you later. Bye.
I think we just got fixed up.
It's nothing compared to I'm going to fix her up later.
You can stay until you find something else, but it's not permanent, and I don't want you bringing this to work.
Thanks a lot, Lise. I'll start looking for somewhere else. You know, it might take me a while.
Well, fine, but I've had to put the rent up.
What?
And it will keep going up every month. So if I was you, I'd start looking really hard for this new place. You're around, I think.
Must be great working with your mom.
Yeah, Barlow laughs.
I can't believe she's single. She's attractive, witty, the patient's lover. So, are you with any... Right. Another drink?
Actually, I'm gonna go. Early start. Sorry, it's been nice spending some time with you. Sorry I'm whipping out.
It's no problem. We can always pretend to your mom we stayed out till dawn.
Yeah. Bye.
Oh, Zubin, look about the board meeting. I felt I had to put forward the best interest
Mrs. Beecham, you might well have softened the blow of your victims by sleeping with them. But A, I don't find you attractive, and B, I'm not a victim.
Oh, please stop. You hurting my feelings.
I will not take what you did today lying down.
Oh, well, that's a pity.
You know, it's only a matter of time before you trip yourself up, and I'll be waiting. Picked on the wrong person this time.
Oh, you really didn't have to do this. So lovely.
Yes, I did. I just wanted people to know how important Jack is in your life. I do understand that, you know.
Oh, post. I've left this hanging around once today. I've done it 1,000 times.
Come on, let's go home.
Babe.
What is it?
It's a court petition from Simon. He's suing me for custody of Jack. Oh, and he wants to take Jack away from me.